Hey guys, it's Rushy here. How you all doing? I'm back with another video. So it's a very short and sweet one, and this one looks at the mix of game you can create when trying to go for a tick throw using Ken. So you should all know by now that Ken's tick throw in Season 3, he has a legit tick throw now, and that's crouch and light punch and then use throw. So if they block the light punch, the crouch and light punch, he gets a free throw after that. The only way they can get around that is to either tech back or use an invincible reversal attack, CA, DP. Light punch DP will work as well because light punch DP has invincibility versus throws, so they can't mash after that to beat that situation. I'll show you that now. So if I set Akuma to, I think it's already set. Yeah, so he's going to use his 3-frame jab to retaliate off the crouching light punch on block. That's what he wants to do. But as you can see, that doesn't beat the throw. So if you didn't know that, that's the tick throw setup that we use now in Season 3. So Ken doesn't have the best frame traps. It's just the way he's designed. His game plan, he really heavily relies on one-hit confirms to get damage. So not even frame traps really, you're talking about, so single hits, which must be confirmed to maximize damage. Whereas other characters have like strings where they have like 3, I think sometimes even 4 light attacks that can create a series of frame traps. If you guys don't know what frame traps are, it's where you want the opponent to press a button, and what it will do is it will cause them to be hit because, so Ken's crouching light punch, for example, he's +2 on block after that. And because he's +2, he has advantage, so he can set up a frame trap. A typical frame trap you've seen in the past would be bat medium punch, so you can do, that's a frame trap. But the problem with that frame trap is you've got one single hit to confirm off, to get the hit confirmed into damage. So what you'd normally do is you'd fish for the bat medium punch counter hit. You have to confirm it into the second hit of Chin Buster and then the special. It's quite difficult to do that. So I've been racking my brains for a while. I've known about this technique for a few months now. I haven't shared it as of yet, but I was looking at his follow-up after Chin Buster Heavy Kick Tatsu. So you guys know now you can dash in, and a cover-all situation for quick rise, back rises, crouch and light punch, stand light punch, light kick. That string. Now with that string, if you notice, the first 2 attacks, the crouch and light punch and the stand light punch, it's a true string. Kuma cannot interrupt that because the block stun continues through both attacks. He can't mash out of that. You can't even EXDP CA. It's a true string. A true string means where block stun is carried over from move to move, whereas that, it's not a true string. There's a gap, but you can't really do much off of the stand light kick. You can't confirm off of that. It's impossible unless you just autopilot EX Fireball because it's safe, but you don't really get much of a follow-up. So going back to what I was saying, I was trying to think of a way to create a 2-hit confirm frame trap after Ken being +2, and this is what I come up with. If you use a crouch and light punch and then you cause a small delay and then you stand light punch, you can get counter hit there because you no longer make it a true string. It's actually a gap between the two, so Akuma can mash between that gap and manually delaying the stand light punch. But what's interesting is you can get stand light kick after that, so you can do that. So you get the counter hit stand light punch, which will follow up with the stand light kick. That's your 2-hit confirm, and you can cancel that into various specials. Use DP, you can use EX Tatsu. Make sure you get the timing right on that manual delay. And this will be 3-frame, and it will also be the opponent trying to tech. So if I set Akuma to tech now rather than mash jab, because the realistic situation is they're going to try and tech there. They're not going to mash jab because they know Ken's +2 on block in that situation after the crouch and light punch. So if he tries to tech, he gets blown up in the exact same way. You can use EX Fireball to get into V-trigger, get the timing right. And you can CA cancel, I think, as well. Let me just I'll try it out, see if I can do it. Man. Yeah, so that works as well. Essentially guys, that's it. So it's the fact that it's +2, so +2 and the tick throw. You're trying to bait the opponents to tech the tick throw, but you're not going to go for the tick throw. You're setting a frame trap that's confirmable by 2 hits into special. I wanted to try and find a way to do it off of crouch and medium punch as well, but the problem with crouch and medium punch is the pushback is far too great. Ken can't get a tick throw. There's no tick throw situation, it's fake in that situation. So you can walk up, but I'm actually eating Akuma's throw and I'm teching his throw rather than him teching my throw. Because of the pushback as well, stand like it whiffs. So there's actually no situation of the crouch and medium punch to get a 2-hit frame trap after the plus situation. That's +2 as well. The only one you can do is Chin Buster. But we're all a little wary about the counter hit, crouch and medium punch. That's something we've known about for a while now. There's one thing to mention about the delayed frame trap tick throw setup I showed you earlier on, this one. And that's if you V-skill in and then you try to go for it. Stand like it whiffs. So if you want to use this as a meaty, you have to dash. And it works. If you V-skill, don't go for it because that will whiff, and that's a problem. It's worth mentioning as well, if they don't even block the crouch and light punch, so if you go for a meaty crouch and light punch full of tick throw, but they don't block it, interestingly enough, if you go for the frame trap, all 3 hits will land. And that's why this is a really good technique to use. So you still do the crouch and light punch, you still delay stand light punch, and you throw out a stand light kick, and they all combo. That's why, again, this is really good, because you can go for the frame trap, you can go for the tick throw, or you can go just for the raw meaty and confirm off of the 3 hits. So it all depends on what happens. If they block the first hit, confirm the 2 second hits. If they get hit by the second hit, obviously. So if they get baited into the frame trap, then you can use that to confirm. If they don't block it, 3 hit confirm. And if you go for the tick throw, then you've got the throw. So that's all 3 situations covered in terms of offense that Ken gets in the situation. This will blow up 3-frame retaliation with the +2. It'll blow up any throws. So yeah, it's a good option. I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's a very good tool on Ken's offensive Oki game once he has a knockdown. But just make sure you don't use it after a V-skill. If you're going to use V-skill and you're going to go for that, then you've got to go for Chin Buster. That's the only thing that will reach at that range if you do the V-skill. See there. So that is a good frame trap to use. If I go back, I'll put it on guard all. That is a good frame trap as well, but the problem with that is if they don't block the crouch and light punch, that does not combo. That only combos on counter hit. If I put counter hit on, if they press a button and that hits, then that combos. But if they just get hit for some reason by that, you won't get the combo and they can block the second hit. So that's why that's much better in my opinion. So give it a try, see what you think. It's a good technique to use if people use delay tech and if people mash, if they're not respecting your +2 frames off crouch and light punch, which they should be, given the fact that that is a really good button and the pushback isn't too bad, then you can also use it as well. So guys, yeah, rambled on as usual in my videos, but hopefully that's helped. Any feedback, any tips, any queries, give me a shout. Catch you next video. Take care.